MikeBot here. So I'm going to be doing part 2 right now of the AMS unit part replacement. I'm going to be doing the AMS motor and the AMS main board. So I'm going to start by removing this, which is 2 screws up here. Next, you want to disconnect these 2 cables up here. So 1, 2. Disconnect all these cables up here, and then remove the screws there, and the motor is just down here. So all the wires are removed, and I'll just show you up close where the fried part is. Right there. I'm going to start by removing the 2 screws up here, which will release this board. So I got 1, 2. This board is fried, hence why I'm doing this. Board's been removed. Now to install the new one. Here's the new board. This is the V2 MC board for the AMS. And here's the old one in comparison. So where I showed the fried part was, which is right here. Brand new on this one. So I'm going to install that, get the cables reconnected, and then we move on to the motor. And the new board's installed. Now comes the fun part of disconnecting this motor. So to disconnect the motor, we're going to have to remove the entire hub down here. And it's just a few screws to do that. There's a couple down here, a couple up there. And then once that's free, we can get to the motor. I might be able to find a way to get to the motor without having to release the hub. If I figure that out, I will show you. Otherwise, I'm going to disconnect this. Apparently, the microphone wasn't recording during this bit, so I'll just do a voiceover manually. So it's basically 4 screws to remove the filament hub in the back of the AMS. It's 4 simple screws. The motor is connected by 2 screws. They're difficult to get to, so you're going to have to take the hub out in order to reach the screws, and there's one of the difficult screws right there. Now I recommend you remove the PTFE tubes when you do this, but since I've done it so many times, I skip that part. Once you free it, it's a lot easier to work with, and it's 2 screws. One is difficult to get to, the other one is not as hard. Once you unscrew those, you swap the new motor out. There's also a cable that you need to disconnect as well. The new motor actually comes with a cable, which is surprising because Bambu doesn't usually include cables or screws. Once you insert the new motor, you put the 2 screws in, connect the cable back, and it's simple as that. The motor is in now, nice and secure. So I'm going to retighten the 4 screws here, run the cable up here, reassemble this, and then the next part you'll see is me actually testing it. First things first, make sure your printer is off. Next, if you have an AMS hub, take the PTFE tube that was connected, plug it into your AMS unit, and then we connect the 6-pin connector right here. So that goes there, and since this one's already connected into the AMS hub, this second cable will go into the second AMS unit right up here, like that. I'm just going to readjust my printer, and then I'll power it on and see what happens. Moment of truth, will this fry a 3rd time, or will everything be successful? I'm very nervous here. Alright, let's power it on. Oh, that's a good sign. Got 4 lights going there. 1, 2, 3, 4 lights there. I don't smell burning, although I have a bit of a sinus infection right now, so I can't smell anything. Let's add some filament here. 1. Took it. 2. 3. And 4. And now we have an update to the new AMS hub, I assume. So let's do that update. And that's pretty much it. Looks like I'm back up and running. So now I have more printers with 8 colors again. That's how you replace the AMS motor and the AMS MC V2 board on the original AMS unit. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. MikeBot out.